Welcome, Internet. This is a new video I'm making for my new channel, Handsome Dan Plays. This is intended to be the first video for the channel, uh, where I play a bunch of indie-type games and see how they go. This is one I've played before, Corp. I was introduced to it by another YouTuber, a real civil engineer, has a nice channel. And I've played this before. There are scenarios. There's regular, play in Europe, play there's a hurricane coming, play domestic flights. I actually don't find those as fun as the unlock all countries mode. In theory, you want to get planes going to the entire world. And for whatever reason, when you start a new game, it doesn't start a new game. It puts you in your previous game. So let's start a new game. Each of these is a airplane route. I don't have quite enough money for that. Every time one of these planes makes a flight between the two cities, you get a point for each passenger that was on the plane. And the idea is, and I have this on super speed, it looks like right now. There we go. When you make a new route, it tells you how much that route is going to cost. And the idea is to open a new country. Okay, I don't know that that's a good idea. What that meant was we're going to give you a lot more passengers for Munich. I'm going to upgrade this plane. The idea is to upgrade it, is to make open a new country every 6 minutes. So this tells me I have, let's go back to slow time. I have 1:40 to open the Czech Republic. That airport is getting full. We'll upgrade it. Let's open the Czech Republic. Oh, I don't have enough money. It costs 300 to open the Czech Republic. You see I only have 265. So let's give this a minute. Speed it back up. All right, now I have enough to open the Czech Republic. And Prague. Can run a line to Berlin. Don't quite have enough. Let's speed it back up. Now I can run a line to Berlin. I'd also like to disconnect this and connect Munich directly to Berlin. How much is that? 161. We can do that. And I'm going to slow it back down. I'm going to get rid of that connection. Do we have enough to, without, let's speed it back up so we can get some points to connect Köln to Berlin. I'm going to mispronounce a lot of these European city names. Well, not just in Europe. If the game continues for a while, we're going to get to a lot more than just Europe. You see that plane? It holds 20 passengers, and there's 19 people on it. I'm going to make the plane bigger so that hopefully it doesn't, it can grab more people each time. We're going to do the same thing with this plane. And what's the next country to open? Slovakia. That's going to cost us slightly more than 300. I'm going to give this a minute, and we'll increase the size of that plane. I'm going to go ahead and open it. Bratislava, I'm going to run to Prague. All right. I've played this before. Weirdly, this does not apply to opening a new route. So I'm going to open, well, I'm not going to do this yet. I'm going to open this route to Leipzig, and you see that's still just 50 instead of 100. This symbol over here in the upper left tells me what the current incident, is that a right word? What the current thing going on is. Right now it's expensive planes. Let's speed it back up. See, the next country is Denmark, about 8 minutes on that one. Oh, I don't want to do this yet. I want to wait till the planes aren't so expensive to upgrade. And you see this gets dark as it ticks up. I'm going to spend a little money to upgrade Berlin. Airports have, there we are, it's holding 100 people out of 300, and it shows you where all those people want to go. This plane should be bigger, but I don't want to do that while it's going to cost me twice as much. This should, 2 minutes of that, 5 minutes to open Denmark. We're going to be fine. As I've said, I've played this before. Okay, I've never had these go well for me. I assume it's based on how many passengers you can deliver to, in this case, Köln. I'm going to pass, connect Hanover, slow it down, make this plane bigger, make this plane bigger, open Denmark for 343, connect that to Berlin, make the plane bigger. I'm actually going to make Copenhagen bigger, and Prague, and Bratislava. And that's it. There's another red plane. Let's make that bigger. What's going to be next is Hungary. Hamburg's already a size 2 plane. Looks like it's going to be okay. Just happened to be red that one time. I guess let's make this plane bigger. I'm going to slow down, open Hungary for 367. Do I want to connect him to Bratislava? I feel like connecting him to Prague makes more sense. Well, maybe I'll do both. Make that bigger. This one I'm not going to make bigger. Who wants to go to Bratislava? Sorry if you're from Slovakia. Budapest to Berlin. I'm going to double upgrade that. And go back speedy. Norway's going to be next. Ostrava. I'm probably going to be murdering these pronunciations of European cities. This seems to be okay. I'm going to upgrade all these airports that keep turning yellow while they're, I mean, they're not really that full. It's 45 people. But it turns the airport yellow. This actually is good. I've done this before. This usually, after another minute or two, comes back 3 or 4 fold. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to connect Nuremberg. I'm going to make that plane bigger. I'm going to make that airport bigger. And open Norway. I'm going to connect him to Copenhagen. Make that bigger. Make that bigger twice. Yeah, that came back, what is that, about 5-fold? That's handy. So yeah, he's got 100. And I'm also going to run direct to Berlin. Ah, what just happened? And go back speedy. Belgium's going to be next. That's easy enough. Belgium's pretty much just going to run to Berlin until some of the countries to the west open. I know there's zoom out. There it is. The scroll wheel was supposed... Well, maybe not. Yeah, it looks like it's supposed to work for... Zoom, but the scroll wheel doesn't work very well on this mouse. Alright, let's slow it down. We'll go ahead and open Belgium. Run to Berlin. Double upgrade that plane. Upgrade Brussels. And go speedy again. Romania is going to be interesting. I assume I'm going to go to Budapest. Am I also going to go to Berlin? Now I feel like the old Batman show. Tune in next week and find out if he goes to Berlin or not. Well, let's slow it back down and do it. 450 now. That's getting expensive. Flights to Ostrava have been canceled. I don't think that hurts me. Yeah, because it's only got one connection. We're only going to single upgrade that. Never heard of Yasi. If I've never heard of it, it can't be that big, right? Looks like Budapest needs to be bigger. Go back speedy. Netherlands are going to be next. I'll connect that to Berlin and to Brussels. I feel like that shouldn't need a bigger plane, but I guess it does if it's at 50 out of 50. Trying to decide if this one needs to be upgraded. Well, maybe not yet. May as well go ahead and open this. It's going to be fairly cheap to set up the routes. Haven't heard of that either. I guess I could. The only other area of Romania I could name would be Transylvania, and I obviously only know about that from the movies. Interesting. Ukraine. Usually, when I open Ukraine, it's after Poland. It's weird that it's going this way this time. Looks like I want to upgrade Bucharest again. Alright, so maybe I slow down. Good thing I have 21 minutes. Full plane coming to Bucharest from Berlin. I think I'm going to put another plane on this route. Slow it down. This is a size 3 plane, right? Yes. Now they should cross in the middle. You can have up to, I believe it's 5 or 6 planes per route. I'm waiting on this. I want this to time out before I open Ukraine because those routes are going to be long. Also interesting, Crimea's not there, and all of the politics lately about the East is just ignored. Rather than make a political decision about which country to put Crimea in, they just left Crimea off the map. Since you always start this game in Germany when you start on this mode, it makes me think that's where the developers are from. Although they're using English names for all the cities. Alright, another 45 fast seconds. And then I'll open Ukraine. And I think just go to Berlin and that's it for now. Budapest canceled. That's bad. Oh, actually, it's not as bad as it could be, though. Because people can still go to Berlin and come back down. I don't have anywhere connected to just Budapest. Constanta. I assume that's after the Roman Emperor. This is going to be expensive. Oh, not as bad as I thought. I might actually... You know what? I'm going to put another plane on this right away. Luxembourg coming up next. That's an easy one. I'm going to do that right away. Actually, I'm going to upgrade Kiev. Probably twice. This is probably okay, the big plane's going to Bucharest. Yeah, there's an example of one where it's ignoring the politics. Switzerland, that's going to be easy enough to order or open. Probably, again, just to Berlin. Prague. Well, can't hurt to up it again. Level 2 planes. Alright, that's not a big deal. Just spend 133. Kharkiv. I don't know anything about the current politics in Kharkiv, if that's one of the countries or cities under stress from Russia. I assume it is because it's in the east, but I guess I'm not as up on that story as I'd like to be. UK. I guess we'll go ahead and do it. I'm going to slow it down, though. London to Berlin. Gonna double upgrade that, double upgrade that. And then we're also gonna go to Amsterdam. Double up, oops. Double upgrade that. We're also gonna go to Switzerland. I feel like we're going to need extras going for between London and Berlin. Anywhere else I want to go direct from London? Probably not yet. I suppose we go to Norway. And go back speedy. Where people want to go from Berlin all over. But nothing crazy. Nothing, no need that's not being met. So let this get up to about 4,000, then we'll do Sweden. Bern, we're going to connect to Vienna once Austria opens. For now, I'm happy with... Okay, I'm okay with that. We'll actually do the plane bigger. And maybe we'll prepare in Bucharest. Manchester. Let's make the city one bigger. There is an incident to pop up to no longer produce level 1 planes and another one to no longer produce level 1 airports. They're both really expensive when they pop up. So far, neither one has in this game. Yeah, no, not backing up to anywhere particularly. Ooh, Scotland. I made that big just because it's a little more distance. And Glasgow, I was going to say it's a bigger dot, but I guess it really isn't. All right, Sweden. We're going to go to Oslo and to Copenhagen. We're going to embiggen both of these planes and embiggen Stockholm. Do I want to set up a Berlin to Stockholm direct? Let's do it. Let's make it a level 4. Bucharest increased by 50% because somebody really liked the Bucharest airport. Anybody ever been to the Bucharest airport? Is it a great airport? All right, Croatia. Not sure where I want to connect that to. Let's do Prague and Budapest. All right, Poland. That fills in the hole between Germany and Ukraine. When I grew up, we called it the Ukraine. And I don't know why. I bet the internet would have an answer for that. Newcastle. Oops. Also gonna double upgrade that. Upgrade the city. It looks like we're, developing quite a buffer. And unfortunately, we're actually not. I mean, we are. But by the time we start opening, particularly Russia, particularly Africa, we need all of that buffer. All right, I'm going to slow it down. Open Poland. See how it's getting expensive. That was 700. Well, let's go big. Oh, I don't have enough money. I was not sure I meant to go 4. No, let's not do the airship. And now let's connect that. Well, I did 4 on the other one. I might as well do 4 on this one. I'm checking to see if anybody wants to go south, if I should connect these two. It doesn't look like it matters. Well, and I'm going to connect them both to Moldova. Let's let that get up to about 4,000. Yeah, you can see that Berlin to Kiev line. These are some full airplanes. I could upgrade them again. It doesn't look like I need to yet. But this one, 83 of 100. That's 100 of 100, Berlin to London. Slow that down. I'm going to upgrade them both. Those size 4 planes are huge, 300 passengers. Airport level increased in Germany for free. I'll take that. Krakow. One nice thing about starting in Europe is opening these countries. It's not the route between a small country and the small country next to it is not really a big deal. Let's go ahead and open Moldova. Odessa, I have heard, is the politics there are interesting right now. Interesting in the Chinese sense. I think I'm going to open Italy and then call it for this video. Let's let this get a little higher. Flights to Kiev have been canceled. That's actually a problem. Let's slow this down. We are going to connect that to Warsaw. That's not going to be sufficient. This is going to be a pain in the butt. All right, I'm not opening Italy yet. You saw the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That if that gets to 0, it's game over. All of these lines I just opened, I'm going to close once this 4 minutes is up. Poznan, where's Poznan? Oh, it looks like there's a, I never even opened that. Sorry about that, Poznanians. Yeah, of course Chisinau is full, is almost full. It's not supposed to be the hub for Ukraine. Another minute and a half, or fast minute and a half. These planes are partly they're red because they're they're carrying traffic for eastern Ukraine here. 48 fast seconds. No, I'm not. Oh, Berlin. I'm going to do the air show in Berlin, figuring I got so many planes coming in and out there. But how could I not have a huge passenger count? So I'm going to click yes. I'm going to slow this down. Airport in Gothenburg. Sell these new routes I made. Okay, so that should all be operating normal now. All right, I made some, looks like it not quite tripled my money. I'm okay with that. Gothenburg. I thought that was in Switzerland. Oh, looks like it's in Sweden. I had a couple letters right. That probably didn't need to be double updated. Okay, I'm opening Italy. Connecting it to Zagreb. To Bern. And to Berlin. want a... okay, that's the one I just opened to Berlin. Okay, and I'm going to hit a... I'm going to... Is there a pause? There is a pause. That opens the menu. And that's going to be it. We'll come back next time and finish up the game, see how far we get. And until then, happy whatever day it is where you are. We'll see you next time.